And we're back for another day of Inktober. I am doing more drawing. I already did like a little bit before the stream started because like I had a solid like 30 minutes for drawing, which isn't long enough to do a stream, but isn't short enough to just not draw. So I did a little bit of drawing and I made a new file for the day. I'm gonna write that I'm streaming in my Discord server. Right now I'm listening to Brian David Gilbert's My Weird Ice Creams video, which I like very much. So I think this will, I don't really like hanging vines situation. So, okay, so, I'll look at my other one real quick. I can't remember what I did that made the upper half look better. Gonna try to figure it out. So, some of this element overlaps with the top. And that obviously helps. Shit. I hate how there's like this thing that like pulls up a little bit at the bottom. Ugh, annoying. Okay, popcorn time. I need to close this so I can actually see the first couple texts. It's CDI fish. Currently the wolf is this. This is the wolf right now. I finished the other piece. I can show you real quick. This is what it looks like right now. Well, this isn't finished, obviously. It's a piece. I might finish it after the month is over, but that was the daily sketch for that day. I think it looks very good. Legitimately, I think the composition is very pleasing, which is weird for me because sometimes I like can't tell how to make a good composition. But that all that shit I was doing yesterday with turning on the grids and looking at the things fucking paid off. Tell you what. Okay. So for this one, we're just gonna go back here and we're gonna take this and we're gonna turn off that. I think this needs to be like a bit more subtle. This looks pretty good, so I think I'm just gonna turn this down a bit. Can I just like focus it somehow? Always going in foreground. Wrong layer. It also just doesn't look very good. So we're making them look like that, and I'm gonna turn that off real quick. I fucking hate it when this happens. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. Okay, so here's what we got going on here. We're actually just gonna move this out here. Out there. And then we're gonna save this. We're gonna do the same thing I did yesterday for the process. Do the same process. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm dying. Art programs that don't cost money. I did not pay for Photoshop. So if you know someone who knows how to not pay for Photoshop, you can do that. For things that don't cost any money, fuck. Sketchbook. A Sketchbook Pro doesn't cost any money, I think. You get it on an iPad. People can make really good art in MS Paint. So, like, if you don't want to pay for that, get good at using MS Paint, because you can make good art in MS Paint. Undoubtedly. I follow someone who makes just, like, gorgeous pieces in MS Paint, which I would never do, because I love making stuff look like this. Yeah, so if you just have a computer, fucking MS Paint. But if you just want to draw, get a sketchbook, just an actual sketchbook, and draw a lot, because you need to be pretty good at drawing to make digital art look good, because digital art is hard to make look good. I don't know what GIMP is. I'm afraid. If it's anything like a pimp, I probably don't want to use it. Oh, you can get Photoshop online too, can't you? Like a thing that's like basically Photoshop but online. Oh god, you can't use it then. Okay, we're just gonna nab. This is like that. Fuck, I need a proper amount of. I'm just gonna turn this orange, I guess. Ah, shit. Okay, then we just go. Holy shit, this color dodge goes crazy. You know? Honestly, that looks pretty good. Right? Okay, so I think we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it on we're gonna put it on color burn and then just turn that down a wee bit. This looks, I feel, pretty good. Like, obviously there shouldn't be all this focus over here and shit, but like, this is not the worst thing. Oh, this? I do like this. I do like that. Okay. Color? That's, you know, I think I'm right. And by I think I'm right, I mean this is good, and I should say that's good. Now we're just gonna make it look a bit better. Go fuck yourself. Not you, the program. Not if. I need it in JPEG. Thank you. Learning how to use Photoshop is really difficult, and I learned it by watching artists on YouTube, specifically Drawfee. I learned how to do this by watching Drawfee, and if I hadn't watched Drawfee, this would be impossible to do, basically. Okay, now I need a picture of a dog swimming. Wolf swimming. I can draw wolves pretty well. I know what most of those words mean. Do I have any pictures of wolves already taking a swim? I do not. I need pictures of wolves swimming, please. Internet, give me a couple pictures of wolves. Don't do that, please. Okay. Wolf swimming. Oh god, they're so cute. I love it when animals swim. Here's the thing though, wolves do not have a lot of their heads above the water while they're swimming. They just got like their head up there and then the rest of their body's just kind of dragging underneath. You know? God, that's really cute. God, you know when you just know something would be bad to do, but like there's a deep part of your brain that's like, I really, really want to do that? I really, really want to be best friends with a wolf, even though I know that it's a bad thing. You shouldn't bother wolves. They should be left alone. But I really love them. Girly, I know that. I have a dog. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. It's like, need to real quick just go like that, and then we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna crop that screenshot. Excuse me. Okay, then we need to put this here. And we need to wolf ref 61. There we go. I'm just gonna... Why am I getting ads in Spanish? I don't speak Spanish. Oh god, why am I getting those? It hurts. It is pain. It is agony. Okay, so we got that, and we have my wolf blob.
Oh, small.
Yes.
Have I ever told you that I love you?
You have told me that from time to time.
Have I told you lately that I love you?
Yes. You just
Have
did.
I told you there's no one but Grizzly above you?
That's fair. What more could you ask? Yeah, it's true.
It's just so gosh darn cute.
Okay, so we're just gonna draw her a bit larger and then shrink her down. Now, what in the good fuck did you just do? Delete. Thank you. Okay. It's my boy. We're doing pretty good. Okay, so doing something wrong here. It's good to know that we're all quoting Storm. It was Sky Trek. I have never played Skyrim, nor shall I ever. Phantom, do we have the same taste in video games? What are the chances of that? Okay, we're just gonna take this, and that was not the thing I wanted to do. And now we're just gonna go here, and we're gonna take this, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna reference this though, I'm making this thing, how cool is that? FPS. Yeah, I don't do FPS games. Played an FPS game once and I didn't like it. Never played one again. It was on the Wii though, and the Wii is not good for FPS because you have to point the controller at the screen the entire time, and that's just no fun. Oh no. Okay. This is the wolf. Your mom was like, your gaming skills are pathetic. You can't play this anymore. Composition, am I right, fellas? Okay, so we're gonna go with trees. No idea what the color scheme I should be doing for this is. We're just gonna go a bit greener with it. What the fuck am I doing? I'm doing this wrong. Nice. I went the wrong thing. Pathetic. Imagine beating Skyrim. Pathetic. That was a fun little chime I got there. I have never straight up given up on a game. I'm incredibly stubborn. Even games which really suck if you don't know what you're doing and the game doesn't tell you, like Unworthy, I still beat that whole fucking game. All achievements. Even though it doesn't make any sense while you're playing it. Or at least it didn't for me. When you're thinking about composition, when it's the wrong time to think about composition. I'm just gonna move that there. I don't. I simply will not stop. If I am bored or upset, I simply will not stop. Things I can't stand, advertisements. They drive me absolutely insane. What the fuck did I just do? No. There we go. Okay, now we're watching how to get started with fighting games and have a nice time. Back trees 3. I do dislike that as well. I like it when a game just like says, hey, go, and then I go, okay, and I go. Old arcade fighting games. I have not played any of them. I don't really like combo things. I like things with really basic mechanics that I can just perform really well. Not really complicated mechanics you also have to perform really well. Like with Dark Souls, it's a really basic thing where it's a weapon you choose, a boss you're looking at, and that's what you're keeping in mind. Just it's timing, it's pure timing in the best boss fights. And pure timing is the best kind of gaming. In Dark Souls, you have a couple of buttons you need to press. But basically all you need to do is move, dodge, attack. It's perfect. In the perfect fights in Dark Souls, it's just those things. It's just your focus that matters. Just your focus. Alright, have a good one. I've only ever played a bit of Street Fighter 6 or 5. Hmm. The prompt is ancient tree, I believe. It's ancient tree indeed. So we have a lot of trees going on here. Doesn't look bad. I'm gonna go nab some more water and I'll be right back. I might get some chocolate if I'm weak. But, okay, I'm just gonna be gone for a minute. It was really good. I don't know, I'd have to compare directly, they're pretty similar. Alright, I'm back. Biscuit. It's like in Planet of the Apes, where they come back and they're like, oh, this is fucked up. And they find the Statue of Liberty and they're like, oh, you're gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Mm-hmm. And I'm having another drink. Listening to A Terrible Guide to the Terrible Terminology of U.S. Health Insurance for the second time today. Watched it like 10 times already. It's only been out for 7 days. Excuse me. Agony. And the 1, 2, 3's going to bed. Honey, that's jazz, baby. That's jazz. Blech. Mm. Me just laying here being like, meh. It does suck, I agree. I'm kind of used to it though, because I did 2 years of online school. So all work is homework when you're doing online school. I mean, it is a good thing for dealing with shit when you're an adult, because that's exactly what life's like when you're an adult, turns out. With work, you have to do it at work unless you're like a fucking nurse or something. That is true. At least they're probably teaching you, you know, like something. Hopefully. I think there's like valid criticisms you could make of the public schooling system, but there's also a lot of criticisms you can make of school that are just like complaining about the fact that people want to educate you. Like, when you're a kid, it's very easy to be like, this is shit, and I can't believe I have to do this, it's worthless, but like, it it's better than nothing, genuinely. But thinking it should be better and just complaining about it are two separate things. Yeah, yeah. The US history thing they do is like terrible. The amount of times they teach you the same shit over and over and over again is awful. It's completely terrible. I love learning about like foreign history and shit. Like history about like Native American tribes and African tribes in China and shit like that. And Mongolia. Mongolia is really interesting. So I learn about all this shit, but I have to do it on my own because the history they teach you in school is like, oh, did you know World War II happens? I'm gonna talk about World War II for the 1000th time. Being in the public schooling system and hearing about slavery as a black person must be like terrible because some of the teachers will just be like, and we're gonna talk about the pros and cons of fucking slavery. Like, okay, thanks. No, please, no. Like, hearing them be like, oh, so This is how I'm gonna talk about slavery as, like, not a moral issue, but as an economic tool is just not good. They should talk about it as a moral issue as well. Because there's a real temptation in teaching about, like, foreign cultures or the past to just examine it based on, like, what factually happened and, like, the economic reasons people were doing things, but people were doing things for moral reasons too. Like, racial slavery is not done entirely for economic reasons. It's, like, done for ethical reasons too. Like, bad ethical reasons, obviously. Because someone who thinks racial slavery is good thinks that it's wrong to enslave someone of your own race or someone of a superior race, which it obviously those don't exist, but it's fine to enslave someone of a lesser race, and that's why racial slavery happens. It doesn't happen because, like, just economically it's best if you only have slaves that are of a different race. That doesn't make any sense. That's not how things work. So, like, I feel it's necessary to examine history on and talk about it as being moral as well as factual, or as well as economic. Random. Yeah. And in learning about, like, black people, what you're mostly learning about is, like, contemporary black people, which isn't an invalid thing to learn about, obviously. But, like, African tribes and shit, those are so cool to learn about. They're so interesting. And you just don't get to learn about them because they're like, okay, we're going to talk about Martin Luther King Jr. again, the one thing he said that one time, and that's it. Also, from the way I was in the schooling system, I did not hear about any black intellectuals like Web Du Bois or other fellas like that until I looked it up on my own. The only, like, black guy that matters in history, according to a history class, is Martin Luther King Jr., who said one thing one time and then got assassinated by some random guy. And that's how that worked, definitely. Hmm. Excuse me. Yeah. I think, well, obviously you can talk about how the public schooling system just doesn't talk about, like, LGBTQ history. It just doesn't talk about it at all, period. Which I think is bad. It doesn't talk about anything contentious. Like, the most contentious it ever gets is being like, hey, did you know that racism is wrong? And it's like, yes, I did actually know that. Thank you for reminding me. Did you know that racial slavery is wrong? Yes, I did know that. Thank you for reminding me. I think, like, it's still, like, just kind of watered down in the area of, like, women's rights. Like, we learn, okay, so women got emancipation or fucking suffrage at this time, white women did, and that's basically all we learn. Because, like, looking at it objectively, on a base level, women's rights, for just rights all people need, yeah, voting's pretty high on there, but like the special rights that women need, like reproductive rights, you just don't think about that if you're a man writing about history, because like it doesn't occur to you that you would need reproductive rights because men don't most of the time. Like the most reproductive rights we need are like the ability to use a condom. And very few people are trying to take that away from us. So reproductive rights aren't talked about in school, and I feel that that's a disappointment. That is true. God, this looks ugly. One second, I'm gonna take that away so I don't have to. For fuck's sake, just leave me alone. There we go. Ugh. Excuse me. This is fucking wall. They are complex, but not like impossibly complex to talk about. They're not so complex that you should just not speak about reproductive rights, especially if they're relevant in the modern day, which obviously they are. And a lot of boys grow up to be real assholes because they think that all the, like, things girls complain about, like the legal stuff, the legal hoops they have to jump through to, like, to get their tubes tied and stuff like that. They're like, oh, they're just complaining for no reason. It's easy to go on birth control. It's easy to do all this stuff. Because they don't, like, no one ever teaches these fellas how hard it is to be a woman a lot of the time. And they should be taught. And the public schooling system is a great place to do that because it's funded by the government. And because most people have to attend it. And there's people who will be like, oh, well, yeah. Personally, I think having all boys schools is stupid. I just think you shouldn't do that. Because that's gonna hinder people's social development if they don't, like, live with girls or interact with a lot of girls. Like, you're not gonna prevent boys from like young boys from having sex with girls by just not putting them in school together. If they want to have sex, they're gonna do it, whether or not they're at school with them or not. And like, I don't see a reason to segregate boys and girls for any reason other than that. I just don't see a reason. And I'm guessing, though I don't know this to be true, that people who grow up in environments like that, that are like exclusionary and a bit strange, in my opinion, I think people should just go to normal public school, even though it kind of sucks. It's better than the alternative. I think growing up that way is just gonna make you ignorant in a way that's gonna just make it difficult to, like, be a decent human being as an adult, you know? I'm not saying that you're incapable of being a decent human being, but I think the system that you are experiencing is more likely to encourage you to not be a decent human being. And then you're just like, fool, I'm bisexual, I'm getting distracted by the boys too. Like, the idea that your focus on work is going to be destroyed by, like, having a girlfriend, I think is pretty ridiculous. Right? Like, it's not gonna do, like, being around other boys will distract you too, like, significantly. Boys cannot focus when they're around other boys. Even if they're just, like, friends, they can't focus. And I know this as a boy whose most of my friends for most of my life have been boys, except for, like, in middle school. A lot of them are girls or non-binary or whatever. Still, most of them are boys. Like, if I'm intent on fucking around, it's not gonna be like that I see a girl and go, ooh, pretty, now I'm just gonna focus on that all day. It's like, I could see anything. I could see a snail and that could distract me. I think it's just very old-fashioned thinking to imagine that, like, because you can't see it, or to imagine that, like, all teenage boys are so obsessed with just sex that, like, the very sight of a girl will drive them mad. That's just crazy. Like, teenage boys generally have pretty high libidos, but they're not, like, they're still a human. They can still behave, you know? Yeah, like putting you in a all boys school just means that you're gonna give boys blowjobs more. Take it from an expert. It's a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. Yeah. Like, a lot of boys are assholes, but, like, I think it's better to treat them, to teach them how to not be assholes than to just try to prevent them from being assholes by, like, never letting them be near the people they'd be assholes to. And I guarantee that boys who interact with girls less and are friends with fewer girls are more of an asshole to girls than boys who are like friends with girls and spend a lot of time with girls. That's an actual guarantee. In my experience, the boys who have been huge assholes to girls are the ones who aren't friends with any girls. All of their friends are guys. True fact also. But like, generally boys sexually harass each other less than they sexually harass girls. That said, it does happen. That's also bad. Excuse me. Yeah, that's true. Because other boys are absolutely terrible to gay guys a lot of the time. Or they'll just like sexually harass you. I personally haven't had this happen to me because the school I went to, if you were homophobic, you just had to shut the fuck up. Nobody cared if you were homophobic. Or rather, nobody would support you if you were homophobic. Other than other boys. And generally those guys were just assholes. I mean, you didn't hear a lot from them. At least I didn't. So, like, not a lot of people were gay because a lot of the time it takes boys absolutely forever to come out. But, like, it wasn't bad. I didn't get harassed or anything. I have known I'm gay since like 3rd grade or 1st grade or something. It's never been a problem for me. I have had a couple funny situations. When I was in like 5th grade or something, like one of the boys at my table asked me, wait, no, that was a different occasion. Okay, so like in 6th grade, I was at a table with some other guys, and one of them asked me, what was it? He was like, what did he say? My tiny lizard brain trying to remember. Oh, he asked me if because I was gay, was I attracted to my own penis? And I was like, no? What kind of question is that? I was really confused. I just kind of looked at him and I was like, I no. Yeah, that was fun. The gays guys. Not to be too critical of your grammar or anything. Fun fact, I've accurately predicted about 5 people coming out as bisexual now. Like years in advance. So, that's pretty neat. One of them, my dear son, they're not actually my child. Sorry. My dear child, they, they're really into JoJo, and I've never watched JoJo, but we've talked about it with each other. And, years ago, I was like, "Are you certain you're not bisexual?" And they were like, "Yeah, I'm pretty certain." And apparently they realized it, an entire year ago, and then they were like, "I can't tell Axel, or he's just gonna gloat over me." And then they finally told me, and I was like, "I knew it. You fool." That's because straight boys, don't. They have different boundaries than gay people have. I kind of envy it a little bit. It's like blissful ignorance. But also, those different boundaries can mean that they just straight up sexually harass people and think that that's normal and fine. It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it? Round and round and round. Woo, we got the beat. We got the beat. We got the beat. This is pretty fucking metal, honestly. Even still. I keep just looking at it and being like, that's really good. What the fuck? It really does feel like that. There are some straight guys who act super gay, and at the end of the day, they're bi. It's gonna take them a while. You just have to be patient with them. And there are some straight guys where they're just straight, but they're weird. That's just all you can say about them. Me in complete silence looking at the drawing I'm making. This one is much less long. You can't get away with being gay. It's not the gay month, dude. Wait until June to get fruity. Sorry for all the snifflies. I did take an allergy pill earlier today. It apparently just hasn't done anything though. Maybe my cat just sat on my face all night. Cats love to do shit like that. I feel like this hugs the central area pretty well. I feel like I've already gotten better in environments and I've only been doing this for 2 days. By the end of the month, I'm gonna be the best artist ever, period. Nice, let's go. I'm never sick, but I do have the snifflies. The sniffly whifflies. I would be unstoppable if not for the big sleep day. That sucks. I just don't get sick for some reason. And when I do, it's for like 3 days. I think it's because of all the shit I ate off the ground when I was a little kid. Like, even when my mom and my sister are both sick, I'm just fine. I'm just fine. You know? I'm just gonna pop on some music. What should I put on? Let's go with Montero. You're cute enough to fuck with me tonight. Baby, you living the life, but you ain't living right. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. If even in your garden, you know that you can. Legitimately, I hope that if I marry someone someday, it's through, like ridiculous means. Like, oh, this is someone I met on the 17th shard when I was 13. Like that kind of thing. Where they lived across the country and then I was just so furious about it that I was like, yeah, they're my husband now. Like how I made Les my best friend. By force. Well, he did want to be my best friend, but as far as I know. Right? I remember when I met him. We were on the forums, and he was a cat man, and I was a tall, buff boy. And that was the day our characters fell in love. Followed 5 years later by us falling in love. After writing porn of our characters together for 5 years, we decided that we should probably do some sex in real life. Whatever that is. Do 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 do. I'm gonna check the values of this real quick. You know you never used to call. Keep it that way now. Don't do that. Thank you. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people meet their spouses like that. Or at least a lot of people. My mom met my dad at her church. Which is exactly why they got divorced. You should not meet your spouse at church, period. I knew. When you get this rich and famous, everybody come up to you singing. You've been on my mind, you've been running through, yeah. Hallelujah, how'd you do it? Yeah. And, you know you never used to call. Keep it that way now. I'll treat you like you're dead right now. I'm on your head right now. You wanna fuck with me so bad right now. keep it that way now. I'll treat you like you did right now. Whoops. Word. Oh. Did I do that wrong? Yeah. Wondering how to use Photoshop be like. Telling your child that you met your spouse at a Mormon church is just unfortunate for everyone involved. Aim higher. This looks pretty fucking good, honestly. Phantom thoughts? You best agree. Thank you. You may keep your place at my side for now. Just laying low. I like this desaturated look I'm doing here. I should probably actually do something on this layer since I've had it for so long. The track rabbit so clean. Need to pull up some fucking references. Just look at this, like, here, let's just... Well, obviously we got that dynamic lighting in that one, but, you know. You know. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Thank you, Dolan. Dude, I am dying. Thank you. Yeah, I feel that. Math homework drives me absolutely insane. Good lord. Why are my allergies so bad all of a sudden? Get pops and pills. Oh god. Usually they just do this in the morning. They're usually not this bad, too. Come on. Ugh, that one sucks. Oh, that sounds gross. Oh god, I'm dying. No. Phantom, you're entitled to all my possessions since you were the last person on my stream. When I perish, Phantom gets everything. Fish is just like, it would be faster to ship it to me. I'm in the same state as you. It's really funny the difference between you two, where Phantom's just like, don't die, and Fish is like, okay, so how much stuff do you have? Ooh. When I die, my Twitch stream viewers get everything. It sounds like the name of a clickbait video. Killing myself for fuck, what was the word I was thinking of? Killing myself for views on YouTube. You can listen to all the stream VODs, there's like 300 hours worth of them. Me watching Drawfee videos. Can't call me stupid with your big fucking forehead, motherfucker, at me. It is indeed. It's only 7 p.m. here. Scoop, scoop, I don't wanna lie, I really only need you for the night, and I don't wanna lie, I really only need you for the night. Ooh. They don't know me. Scoop. So we're gonna have a strong glowing. Fuck, I still haven't done the water highlights. What's wrong with me? Phantom, you should hold me accountable for shit like this. God, really? That looks like it's fucking glowing. Phantom, it's your fault if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Just so you know. Say you wanna me, say you wanna me, yeah, yeah. Say you wanna me, say you need the validation. Fish. Oh, true, true, true. You have a good point. I feel like she should be even smaller, honestly. I suggest make another one like this. Oh, yeah. I like this, I don't like that. Do this here, don't you do that. Say you wanted me, say you wanted me, yeah. Funny how he didn't show up for that, but did show up for me saying I was gonna die and give all my possessions to whoever was last in chat. He's trying to claim that inheritance. I like this, I don't like that. Do this here, don't you do that. Say you wanted me, say you wanted me, yeah, yeah. I honestly feel like this image is excellently composed. I might be the best artist ever, period. Uh. You know what's something interesting I've noticed in my family, specifically my sister and my dad? They're like incapable of imagining that things should be better than they are presently. The way things are is like good, and people who are complaining are coming up with shit. And that's their philosophy. The main thing I'm noticing is that this area is too bright. But you're someone I can vent to, so I hit you like what you getting into. Well, I thought we'd be together when you treat me like whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My love for falling down, playing the victim in all my envisionings, putting me back on the ground. Thought the universe sent you, thought you were someone I could vent to, so I hit you like what you're getting into. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Right, I'll do that. Can't be yours. Highly relatable experience. now. I'm the same dollar sign slime. I'm the same dollar sign slime. I'm the same dollar sign slime. Yeah. 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 How bright is this? It's nearly white. It's not very bright though, even though it looks like absolutely insane. Bitch, I did not do flame. Same dollar sign slime. I'm the same dollar sign slime. Yeah. I'm the opposite of this song. I have no money. Or a moderate amount of money, but not that much. Can I get hooked on you doing your job, baby? Sometimes I'm anxious, sometimes it makes me feel like there's only now. Safe to say, hope my little bit of hope don't fade away. Me from faith, can't go running back to home, I can't face her face. He's not the last one to top Phantom? What? What are you talking about? Man, I just... Phantom, good news. Your cat will not be the last person on top of you. According to our resident expert, Fish. Safe to say, hope my little bit of hope don't fade away. What color is this? It's almost the same thing. Oh, I can't face her face. I'll go with this, I think. Bit too green. Need to find the perfect middle ground between orange and green. No, that'll do. Fish is 13. He's a baby, don't say that. Don't speak about my baby stream viewers that way. Be appropriate. He's a newborn child, fresh from the womb. See ya, bitch. Rob kicks your ass into jail. Who knows it when you sign it? You know what? In terms of saying inappropriate things about children, not the worst thing I've heard. That's very rude. Ugh. One should really not. Hey, Photoshop, can you please work? I would be more concerned for you than him, frankly. I would not be concerned with him. I would be less concerned with him at the very least. Why'd you do that? Was it for the sexual harassment? I think that's a reasonable response to be sexually harassed. You lost me there, girlfriend. Wait, are you lying? Is that what you're trying to indicate here? I think you lost me and Phantom. can't find a love who loves me the same or as much as you do. Hold on, hold on. Oh, I reach on my hand, hoping that they'll see I'm more than what everyone tells me. Hold up, hold up. Thank you, Dolan. I spend inordinate amounts of time trapped in the lonely, lonely life, looking for love around the night. Those are a bit too evenly spaced, aren't they? Right? Hillary, but he don't want it all, and everything's gonna be alright. Hillary, but he don't want it, he don't want it. I smoke myself to sleep. I'm sad, I think I'm feeling it. Took one too many shots last night, and I spent all my money. Tell the Reaper he don't want it, he don't want it all. Tell the Reaper he don't want it, he don't want it all. Be alright. Oh, 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 oh. Ever you want. Shit, I gotta listen to the Princess Mononoke soundtrack again. And has a good ass soundtrack. Don't even get me started. Didn't even get through one full Montero until I started listening to this. And I fucking love Monteros, that's saying something. I just look at this so much. Oh. When I'm like actually physically drawing like with an easel and shit, I do like walk away from it to get a far away view a lot. And it was funny because like I'm taking a drawing class and the professor like a couple days after I started doing that told everybody else like, oh, it's a good idea to walk away from your drawing for a while to get like a good idea of how it looks overall. And I'm like, oh yeah, I've been doing that. Hey gamers, let's go. Hey Nightingale, welcome back. Fuck, the soundtrack is good. Ah! The movie is fine, the soundtrack is excellent. Nice, nice, nice. Hi. See ya. I know I'm gonna regret it if I make the water darker. But I really want to do it. Ugh. You know when, like, right-wing YouTubers run out of jokes and just, like, bust out some racism instead? Or, like, run out of points and just, like, get racist? Just because they couldn't think of anything else to do? Whenever that happens, I'm always like, you know, you really didn't have to do that. The kind of thing where I'm like, you know, if you can't think of nothing nice, just don't say anything at all. It'll make everybody think you're actually credible. The second you bust out the racism, you stop being credible, man. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say I've never said racist things in my life, because I absolutely have. Most, at the very least, most white people have said stuff, whether intentionally or not, that was very racist and you should not say. But, like, I can look back on that and be like, yeah, you shouldn't say that. And at the very least, I don't, like, remember doing it a lot. So that's good. And I can remember doing it and be like, yeah, that was bad. But there are people who, like, just can't. Or not even, like, racist at some point or another, but, like, just participated in racism. Because that's, I feel like those are two separate things. Like, related, obviously, but like, I'm of the belief, and I think, like, I talked about this with my dad, and he finds it, like, really offensive. I'm of the belief that most people have, like, really unfortunate racial biases just like stuck in their subconscious that you like can't really get rid of. Like the assumption that black people are like more violent or like meaner than white people, or Asian people are smarter than other people, that kind of thing. Not even necessarily like negative stereotypes, but they're still stereotypes. You're still assuming somebody is a certain way because of the color of their skin or how they look, who their dad was. But, like, I don't know why it's so hard. Well, I kinda do. Like, it feels bad to consciously know that there are things in your brain that you just can't do a lot about. Like, some assumptions I have about how people behave based on how they look. I don't think they're unfounded sometimes. Like, there are people where if they groom themselves poorly, I can assume they're like less responsible maybe, but I can't make actual reasonable assumptions about what a person's like based on the color of their skin, for instance. But my brain still wants to, and I have to like think about it consciously to not do it. You know what? Okay. That's good for you then. Maybe it's not an all people thing. I just personally feel that there are some things, like assumptions I make about people. Maybe it's just because I think about, like, race a lot. Probably just because I'm on Twitter. I think about it a lot more than probably most people do. So, like, it comes to my mind a lot. I don't know if it would if I wasn't on Twitter, honestly. But things like that come to my mind a lot. So, yeah. Mm. Do, 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 do. You got me there, buddy. Like, once I've talked to a person, my opinion on them always changes, but like sometimes just from like looking at them, I'll make negative assumptions. What the fuck is this? I do kind of like how this looks, but it's not what I'm going for. That is interesting. I do always have some assumptions about people just from looking about them. That's a me problem, I guess, though. Your brain's in like constantly trying to prevent you from getting killed mode. What horror movies do to a motherfucker. Control X. I don't know. It's usually Control X, I think. What's happening? I don't watch horror movies, so I can't say. Ooh. Trying to figure out too about those here. Yeah, trust the old man in the woods. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. He's dealt with the banshees before. Yeah. Do not trust the capitalist. He will betray you. There's one in every movie. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Charge your phone, you fucking bozo. There's another one. Keep one of those battery things on you. Battery that you can charge beforehand and then charge your phone with afterward. Okay, now we're just gonna do my classic levels adjustment. Just this. Okay, this is increasing. I think that looks good. Then we're gonna... I think the contrast's actually good. Absolutely do not go to churches, you fool. Yeah. Do not trust the clergy. Also true in real life. Alright, so now we have Deep Forest Shrine for today's prompt. And we're just gonna make a layer, and we're gonna say this is thumbnail. Yeah. Trust your kid. There is a man in his room, turns out. Wait, did I make a... The coroner. Okay, I'm gonna post this real quick. Let's hope it loads. The other one refused to load. What? Why isn't it loading my files anymore? Do I need to save this as a fucking JPEG? As a PNG? I hate using PNGs. I have an irrational hatred of them. What the hell is going on? What is happening? What is happening? I'm gonna fucking text one of the mods about this. Wait, I don't need to text a mod, I can put it in the... For fuck's sake. Okay. Ooh. Well, I'm just gonna check through my retweets, see if I have anything interesting. Do-do-do-do. Ooh, my beans, my beans, my beans, my beans. Wait. I did not save that correctly. Okay, this should be scene ref 53, not scene ref 5. Saved that incorrectly. I have all my files labeled because I'm very organized. And just by nature. Me trying to find references for the shit I'm doing. Maybe I could do a cave one. Well, obviously it's gonna be in a cave. They haven't left the cave yet. Oof. This guy's paintings are really good. Huh. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. If you have nice friends, get rid of them. Toxic. It's also true in real life, though. Giving off them bad guy vibes. Trying to avoid getting murdered in a horror movie. Oh shit, that's the second one through. Yeah, true. You need slow friends for a reason, am I right? It sure ain't for their speed, except for in that one specific situation. Switzerland by the last bison. Starting off interesting. I do not like that song, never mind. Let's talk about your life. Let's hear about how. Don't think about last night now. I want you to want to do what you came here to do. Whatever makes your world go round. Oh no. And I know you need this time for healing. The seven sisters shining up there. hard time here. I think I might stop streaming, go take a break, and then come back and we'll finish this up. Alright? Alright, we're all good. Cool. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. Welcome back, gamers. We are drawing again. Just gonna finish this thing up. Let's do something different for this one. just fucking around with this. I don't know what I'm doing. No thoughts, brain empty. I don't know what to do, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think I should just go to bed. It does suck that I didn't actually get anything good for this one, though. I want to get up to date. It is 10 p.m. It's my bedtime. Well, thank you for joining me for the last 13 minutes of this stream, I guess. Have a good one. Bye-bye.